Hi everyone. Today we will start with this topic calculations and variable. We start with some simple calculations and then we move on to variables. Variables are a way of storing things in a computer program and they can help you write useful programs. Now we will see calculating with Python. Normally, when asked to find the multiplied two numbers like 8 into 2, you would use a calculator or a pencil and paper. Well, we will use Python shell to perform your calculation. Let's try it. Now we'll type 8 into 2. So our output answer is 16. Notice that when entering a multiplication calculation in Python, you use the star symbol instead of a multiplication sign. We will see some more examples. 10 into 365 is equal to 3650, and if you see another example, 20 plus 3650 is equal to 3670. It is easy enough to do these calculations on a calculator or on a paper, but we can do all these calculations with the Python shell as well. Now we will run this example for multiplication, addition, and also we will see subtraction. Now the first example is 10 into 365. Its output is 3650. We'll run another example of addition. 20 plus 3650. Its output is 3670. Now we will do the subtraction. So we'll take this value 3670 minus 156. Its output is 3514. These are very simple programs. You will learn how to expand on these ideas to write programs that are even more useful. Now our new topic is Python operators. You can do multiplications, addition, subtraction, and division in the Python shell. Among other mathematical operations that we will not go into right now, the basic symbols used by the Python to perform mathematical operations are called operators. So I will show you the symbol operation. So plus sign is for addition, minus sign this is for subtraction, star is sign for multiplication. The forward slash is used for division because it is similar to the division line that you use when writing a fraction. For example, if you have 100 mangoes and 20 people, then you wanted to calculate how many mangoes you could distribute each. You could divide 100 mangoes by 20 people. So you write like this, 100 divided by 20. Now here in Python you can use operator like this, 100 slash 20 in the Python shell, and now you will get the output is 5. Now our next topic is the order of operations. We use parentheses in a programming language to control order of operations. An operation is anything that uses an operator. Multiplication and division have a higher order than addition and subtraction, which means that they are performed first. In other words, if you enter an equation in Python, multiplication or division is performed before addition or subtraction. For example, in this equation, the number 30 and 20 are multiplied first and the number 5 is added to their product. So we'll type 5 plus 30 into 20. Now its output is 605. This equation is another way of saying multiply 30 by 20 and then add a 5 to the result. The result is a 605. We can change the order of operations by adding parentheses around the first two numbers. We will use parenthesis for 5 plus 30. So there is a bracket we used for addition and then multiply with 20. So it looks like this. 5 plus 30, it's in parenthesis, then multiply by 20. So our output is 700. The result of this equation is 700, not 605, because the parenthesis tell Python to do the operation in the parenthesis first and then do the operation outside the parenthesis. This example is saying add 5 to 30 and then multiply the result by 20. Parenthesis can be nested, which means that there can be a parenthesis inside parenthesis like this. Now 5 plus 30 is inside the parenthesis. Now we will multiply with 20 with the main bracket closed divided by 10. So it will look like this. Now if you enter, its output is 70. In this case, Python evaluates the innermost parenthesis first, then the outer ones, and then the final division operator. In other words, this equation is saying add 5 to 30, then multiply the result by 20 and divide that result by 10. Adding 5 to 30 gives 35. Multiplying 35 by 20 gives 700. Dividing 700 by 10 gives the final answer of 70. If we had not used parentheses, the result would be slightly different. 5 plus 30 into 20 slash 10. Its result is 65. So the difference is of 5. In this case, 30 is first multiplied by 20, giving the answer 600, and then 600 is divided by 10, giving 60, and finally 5 is added to get the result of 65. So you need to keep in mind. Now remember that multiplication and division always go before addition and subtraction, unless parentheses are used to control the order of operations.